What is going on, guys? Boy, do I have a good one for you today. We are in the Porsche 911 GT1. This car is probably the best car for this track, and to prove that to you, I have the leaderboards here. As you can see, the leaderboards are filled with this car. Minus some stragglers here and there, it is a clear winner for this track. So let's put this car in my hands and see what I can do with it. But before I do that, since 96% of you guys are not subscribed, I will play some clips to show you who I am as a driver and what I'm capable of. Here of Girds, and are you through these corners as I completely misjudged the corner. Are you kidding me? Why am I so explanation aside there, let's jump into this race and see what I can do in this car. We get a good launch there as everyone is going to be all over the place because of the rain. It is wet. It is Brands Hatch. There is very little runoff as I run myself off of the track into turn one. So we will be starting from the back of the pack and working our way up, hopefully, as we dive in behind JJC968, also in a GT1. Man has good taste, as the Mercedes on the inside there is off the track as we maneuver our way around him. This car was insane. It gripped up perfectly. It was perfect even in the wet conditions, as you will see, as I just get on the throttle way too early, way too many times, and roast up the tires as two people in front of us go completely off and end up in the middle of the track. A little bit of a nudge from us and a big shunt from Yokolta behind us there, and whatever the hell that is, I have no idea, as the Lamborghini flies by us down the straightaway here. We're going to be trying to move in on the inside there, but not enough space for us as someone is off in the sand having a beach day. We are diving back down into the corner here. A huge gap on the inside of Lamborghini as we will gladly take that position for 12th. So we started in 18th. We are now in 12th place. This car has just been so grippy as someone else is also taking a beach day off to the left there, as this track car in front of us also takes a beach day. So everyone is on vacation in this race, and we are gladly going to be taking the overtime, and we are going to be in 10th place here as this Lamborghini in front of us goes for a little bit of a drift, and we're going to take his draft a little bit let off of the throttle there and diving down the straight with him. A little bit of a drag race as we are later on the brakes because this car is insane, and as you can see, I'm wiggling all over the place as I'm not used to having a car tuned to such precision, and we end up taking this corner a little bit slower as the car does understeer, but that is mainly because of my bad racing line. Just going to be trying to take it very easy through here and not end up like everyone else on vacation. So just going to try and focus ahead to 7th place, Old School in front of us, taking a vacation day as he pulls back onto the track in front of us. We have a collision, but we are thankfully not going to get a penalty as the Forza Demons are on our side today. As these two in front of us take each other out, another one on a beach stay away, and another GT1 next to us. We end up battling with him for most of this race, and let's jump ahead to some cuts of that right now. Just really taking in the beauty of this game, and I'm loving this game so much since all of the updates came out. Really been enjoying it. As we cross the line to enter lap 3 with JJC behind us, also in that GT1. Gonna try and hold the inside line here as it is very difficult and very slippery on these wet tires. A little bit of a late break by us. I leave the door wide open for JJC, but he does not take the gap. A big slide coming out of there as we dive down into the infield here, and really just trying to stay on track. That was all I was focused on, was trying to survive and not end up like everybody else, because yes, I made a mistake in turn 1, but a mistake now would be way more critical than a mistake in turn 1 like earlier. So started 18th, we ended up in 5th right now, trying to defend JJC behind us, and while also focusing in on 4th place in front. A big wiggle by us as the car just kicks out and we overcorrect, but we managed to stay on track. I'm not gonna lie, that did hurt my confidence quite a bit. So my lap times do decrease a little bit here as I'm just trying to manage this powerhouse in the rain. As you can see, I am completely off all of the driving lines. Some of you may think, oh, he's doing it on purpose, taking the wet line. No, I am not. That is just me being a bad driver. So we come back around for lap 4 here on the front straight. We have gained in on fourth place with a 4.5 second penalty, as JJC is still right behind us, but he also has a 1.5 second penalty. So in my mind right now, I'm just thinking, if I can keep him behind me, there's no way that I have to fight for 5th and 4th. So keeping him behind me there is really a main goal of mine right now, as I'm trying to focus in on 4th place, and we are slowly gaining on 4th place. And we're technically already in 4th place because of the penalties that he has, but I want to get around him. Hopefully he will hold up JJC. That way I don't have to play defense and I can just go strictly offense here on this last lap. So we're heading down the straight. Gonna try and get a little bit of a draft by him. Not that it really matters because this car doesn't need it. It's insane. Late on the brakes, and takes a good line going through here, but this car just has so much more grip. We're able to catch right up to him, and we're right on his heels now. And JJC about 1/2 second behind us now, so a little bit of a gap to the front and behind. So trying to get the move done before lap 5 as he goes wide and collects a little bit of grass there, so we gladly take that position. So we are now in 4th place, and unfortunately JJC ends up getting past him as well. So our strategy of having him be held up is not going to turn out in favor for us. So we're really just trying to focus in on 3rd place. 3rd place with a 1/2 second penalty here. So just going to try and close that gap for 2 seconds with 1 lap left. So we're going to push as hard as we can this race. If JJC actually goes off behind us, by the way, but if we can push hard enough this lap and not go off, we will pull off a last place to podium finish, which would be crazy and just proves that this car is without a doubt broken, and that the car is 100% more important than the driver in Forza. In Forza, I say that because there are very good drivers out there that could smoke me in about any car, but for a bad driver to have a good car, you will be successful. And I think this video is showing that, and this race is proving that. As we are driving down the straight again here, we have not closed the gap quite as much as I would like. We're only a 1/2 second closer than we were at the beginning of the lap, as he loses another 0.6 second in front of us as he goes off and is making multiple mistakes. So as you can see, we are banging off the limiter. We are sliding the rear end out as we are putting as much power as we can down, as we're pushing extremely hard here to try to catch up with the 3rd and close that gap. One last tight corner here. We use all of the track, all of the curbing, got a little bit sideways coming out of there, and we are locked in trying to take down Top Gun in front of us. Top Gun is going to, unfortunately though, have that gap as we cross the finish line, as we are only 0.8 behind him. So we lose out by 0.3 on 3rd place. So if this doesn't prove to you guys that this car is broken and that anybody can use it and be successful, I don't know what will. So thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate all of the support and all of the likes and comments, whether they be bad or good. Thank you so much, and I will see you guys in the next one.